Have you ever wondered where we go after death? This question has intrigued humanity since the dawn of time. But today, we're going to explore something even more surprising. Not where we go, but where he went. Between the cross and the resurrection, for 3 days, Jesus' body remained in the tomb. But where was his spirit? The Apostles' Creed, one of the oldest confessions of Christian faith, states something that many modern Christians are unaware of or rarely discuss. He descended into hell. What does this mean? Did Jesus, the Son of God, actually descend to a place of torment? Was he punished beyond the cross? Or was he carrying out a divine mission of cosmic proportions that remained hidden for centuries? In today's video, we will unveil one of the greatest mysteries of the Christian faith, a truth that not only illuminates a rarely explored chapter of Christ's life, but also completely transforms our understanding of salvation and what happens beyond the veil of death. When we hear the word hell, many of us imagine a place of fire and eternal torment, but this idea does not exactly align with what first-century Jews believed. To properly understand why Jesus descended into hell, we first need to understand what this concept meant in biblical times. In Jewish tradition, there was Sheol, a dark place where all the dead went, regardless of whether they had been righteous or unrighteous during their lives. It was not precisely a place of punishment as we understand it today, but rather a shadowy realm, a place of diminished existence where souls remained separated from God. Sheol is mentioned many times in the Hebrew Scriptures. In Psalm 6:5, for example, it says, "For in death there is no remembrance of you. In Sheol, who will give you praise?" This shows us that Sheol was seen as a place of silence and forgetfulness, where even praising God became impossible. For the Jews, everyone shared the same fate after death. Righteous and unrighteous, kings and slaves, all went to Sheol. The idea of a clear separation between a paradise for the good and a hell for the bad developed later and was not exactly what Jesus and his contemporaries had in mind when speaking of the world of the dead. Centuries before the birth of Jesus, the Scriptures already contained hints that the promised Messiah would have a special relationship with the world of the dead. These prophecies were not fully understood until after Christ's resurrection, but they were there, waiting to be fulfilled. One of the most important prophecies is in Psalm 16:10, where King David wrote, "For you will not abandon my soul to Sheol, nor let your Holy One see corruption." This prophecy clearly pointed out that the Messiah, although experiencing death like any human being, would not remain in the realm of the dead. His stay there would be temporary, not permanent. The prophet Hosea also announced something surprising when he wrote, "I will ransom them from the power of Sheol. I will redeem them from death. O death, where are your plagues? O Sheol, where is your destruction?" Hosea 13:14. These words suggested that the Messiah would have power not only over life, but also over death and Sheol itself, being able to free those who were trapped in this shadowy place. These prophecies were like pieces of a puzzle that would only fully fit together with the coming of Jesus. They anticipated that the divine plan included not only a victory over sin, but also a direct confrontation with the realm of death. The crucial moment in human history occurred when Jesus, after suffering intensely on the cross, uttered his last words, "It is finished," John 19:30. At that moment, he gave up his spirit and his physical body died. But what happened after that is what many Christians do not know or rarely discuss. The Gospels report that at that exact moment, the temple veil was torn from top to bottom, Matthew 27:51. This symbolic event indicated that the separation between God and humanity, represented by the veil that isolated the Holy of Holies in the temple, was being destroyed. A new era was beginning. While Jesus' body remained on the cross and would later be placed in a tomb, his spirit began a journey that every human being experiences after death, the descent to the world of the dead. But unlike any other human, Jesus did not descend as a prisoner of death, but with a unique divine purpose. The 3 days between his death and resurrection were not a period of inactivity. During this